So, Jaidev, when you are hiring new people in your team, what are the typical skill sets that you evaluate them for? And is it more on the technical skill? Is it also on the behavioral skill? What kind of mix that you feel very suitable for your organization or this industry when you actually evaluate people?
Okay, this is actually very difficult to answer because evaluating people, first of all, is not easy, right? So what I usually say to potential candidates is that, if you can make it easy for me to evaluate you, even better, because then I have to, not run a lot of interviews, or I don't have to ask you too many questions. Now, one of the ways in which you can make people evaluate you better or make your own evaluation easier is by, having a portfolio. And that does not necessarily mean a Kaggle account or a GitHub account or something. It could be anything, right? But something that demonstrates skills beyond doubt, right? Um, and when it comes to skills, we look, or I mean, again, speaking for myself and my team and my company, we don't necessarily look for specific skills. Those are a formality, right? Yes, absolutely, you have to know Python, but that's going to happen anyway, right? I'm not going to sit around and ask you the internals of Python or solve some puzzle with Python or something like that, right? But you need to understand structures of programming languages. You need to understand the structure of data as well. So we evaluate on the side of programming as well as on the side of data, and the bridge between them, which is the analytics and the libraries and things like that. But again, these are not specific libraries. These are not specific tools that we evaluate. We generally are more interested in figuring out how you think, right? And how clearly you think, how clearly you can communicate. It's very critical to have people who are very clear about what they're trying to do, what is the problem they're trying to solve, how they are attacking the problem, and if they were to update their progress uh, with someone, if they wanted to tell somebody where they're stuck, exactly what words do they use it. So, if I am a data scientist and I'm speaking to a colleague and I say, okay, I'm particularly stuck in this particular prediction problem. So, okay, where are you stuck? Now, the answer to that question cannot be an entire piece of code. It has to be extremely specific, so that, because I have to make it easy for people to help me also, right? So communication matters a lot. And when I say communication, it's written communication, oral communication, and especially written communication when it merges with a good coding ability, it's absolutely a superpower. Sometimes people are very good at one but not the other, but there are some rare people who are good at both, and working with them is a pleasure. Those are the kind of people I'd hire any day. So they can very precisely bridge the gap between conceptual understanding and the technical execution of a particular solution. That is indispensable. If you have that, you become suddenly extremely attractive to a lot of people. And of course, there is, going back to our earlier discussion, there has to be a good mix of being able to execute on a large scale system well. By large scale system, I don't necessarily mean cloud and big data and all that, but generally something that is outside a specific environment. So basically, we are looking for how quickly you can pick up solutions, how quickly you can learn. And again, that again goes back to another point we were talking about. We are essentially testing if you know how to learn and how quickly you can pick up given reasonable amounts of time.